start with finding a way to sit that feels relaxed and at the same time you're really fully awake. You can do this sitting on a chair or sitting cross-legged on the floor or standing. Close your eyes, or if you want to keep your eyes open, just focus your eyes on a spot on the floor and really focus your gaze on that. Now start taking 3 deep breaths, deeply in through your nose, all the way into your belly. Fill your belly with air and out through the mouth. Deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. And feel free to sigh when you breathe out and just let any, noises out there just help you relax a little bit more. One more time, deeply in. And when you breathe out, relax your shoulders, relax your neck, relax your jaw, relax your eye muscles. And now bring into your awareness a moment, a situation that you actually want to work with. So that can be something that is really difficult for you in your life right now. Maybe it's something, at work when you feel there's a lot going on, where you feel stressed, under pressure. Maybe it's a conflict. Maybe it's just a weird mood that you notice. You notice you are not really energized and you feel like your mood is a little bit in between. Whatever it is, just allow it to fully show up. Allow it to be like a movie that is really, really present right now. So you see, feel, and hear it. You're in the middle of it. And we're going through the 3 steps of resilience. So the first is inner calm. So while you're in the middle of that hurricane-like situation or the turmoil or whatever it is for you, just breathe deeply. Take a couple of deep breaths, still being in the middle of all of that. And now let's go to the emotional part of resilience. So allow all your emotions around the situation to show up. How does that make you feel? Is there maybe a tension? Is there maybe frustration, anger, sadness? And whatever it is, really welcome it with this inner acceptance, inner way of being that is full of acceptance and kindness. And even if it's a difficult emotion, it's almost like if you imagine emotion being like a little child, little baby, and you just hold them. Even if they're crying or screaming, you just hold them. So allow whatever emotion is present to be there. And if it's difficult for you to pinpoint a certain emotion, just pinpoint body sensations. So maybe there's a place in your body that has a lot of tension, like your shoulders, or your jaw or the belly is really tight. And just allow that and sit with that. And the next part is the cognitive resilience. So just become aware of the thoughts around that situation. Is there a lot of judgment towards someone else or to yourself? And really from this meta perspective, look at it like, are those thoughts mainly, blaming? What's the quality of your thoughts right now? And what's the quality of your mind in general? Is it very full or is it spacious? And what's the story you tell yourself internally about that situation? And is there maybe a part of you that feels like that's not just that situation, but that story is ongoing, it's much longer than that moment? It has repeated itself. And again, whatever you encounter, do it with this inner attitude of acceptance and kindness and curiosity. So we're not judging, we're not trying to push anything away, we're allowing it all to be there. And lastly, if you want to, you can come up with how could you react to that? What would be a reaction in alignment with your values and the kind of person you want to be, the kind of contribution you want to bring into other people's life, into your life? But do this step only if you really feel ready. Sometimes we have to sit with our emotions and maybe also the thoughts for much longer before we feel ready to move on, and that's absolutely okay. Now let that situation go again. Bring your attention back to your breath. Take one more deep inhale and a slow, long exhale. Become aware of where you're sitting, of your body sitting in this room. Maybe when you sit on the chair, you notice your feet on the floor and the body that touches the floor or the chair. And when you hear the bell, you open your eyes again. Thank you so much for going through this practice, and I hope it helps you to have more clarity about all those different parts. So the inner calm is really there to help you to go out of autopilot in any kind of situation, just noticing from which space are you reacting to that situation from. Are you in the driver's seat of your car, or is the reaction driving it? The emotional part is just so crucial because they get very often ignored, especially the ones that are uncomfortable. But really, we all have these uncomfortable feelings. And lastly, the cognitive part, where we're just checking in what kind of emotional, yeah, status brings all these thoughts, like really understanding the thought process. And the most powerful thing to understand about our mind is the fact that we can observe it means we are not our thoughts. So it also helps us to have a little bit more distance to our thoughts. Instead of being what we're thinking, we can start observing the thoughts and see that that's not me. I wish you all the best.